So he knew Allah is like, out of their strong intentions, Allah made him smell paradise while he's still alive. Out of that reception that he's preparing for his special people. Let us make another story of these great men. Ubay ibn Ka'b, one of the companions that used to be very knowledgeable in the recitation of the Holy Quran. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, one time he went to Ubay ibn Ka'b and he told him, Ya Ubay, Inna Allah amarani an taqra' alayya suratul Bayyinah. Oh Ubay, Allah have asked me or ordered me to sit down beside you and listen to you reciting for me Suratul Bayyinah, one of the chapters of the Holy Quran called Al-Bayyinah. So Sayyidina Ubay, he said, Awa Sammani, did he mention me to you by name? Like he said, Ubay, he knows me by name? Then Rasulullah said, yes, he did. Then he started crying. Can you imagine, guys, the Lord of this universe, the one that is managing everything, from the ant to the galaxies, he is mentioning someone by name. If somebody told you that the king of this world is very happy, about you, and he's talking highly of you, a person would think, hey, I'm connected to that such and such man, so most probably I am in good hands. But when the Lord of the universe is mentioning Ubay ibn Ka'b, radiallahu anhu, these people realize, what does this mean? Radiallahu anhu warda. What else? Abu Dhar al-Ghafari, one of the companions of Prophet Muhammad, walking one time, and the angel Jibreel, he's talking to Rasulullah, said, Ya Rasulullah, please send my salam to Abu Dhar. Please convey my salam, my peace, on your companion Abu Dhar. So Rasulullah was smiling, and he was talking to Jibreel alayhi salam, and he said, Awa ta'rifu ya akhi Jibreel? Do you know him, ya Jibreel? He said, Wallahi, innahu la ashharu indana fi turuqat as-sama' min indakum fi turuqat al-ard. By Allah, he is more famous in the corridors of heavens than he is known in the corridors of earth. So these great people, radiallahu anhum wa ardahum, Sayyidina, Darar ibn al-Azwar, one Ahrabi, this is also, we don't even know his name. In one battle, he came and accepted Islam, and in the end of the battle, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was distributing booties, was giving money. The halal booties of Islam, booties was made halal. Muslims used to have an income. Their income used to be from da'wah, and then jizya, then ghanaim, then booties if people stand up in front of the mercy of Allah to His creation. So it was lawful for the booties to be distributed 80% to the army, 20% to the leaders, to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, as Islam says. So that 80% distribution, Rasulullah was giving this man share. Then he said, no. ما على هذا اتبعتك. I am not in this, for getting this money. I am not in this for money. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam told him, so what you are following me for? Why you are following me? He said, I am following you so that, and he is even pointing, an arrow would come here and I will die and I will enter paradise. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, in tasduqillah yasduq. If you have a strong intention that that's all what you want to do, Allah will be fulfilling your intention. They go into a battlefield, and exactly they found him dead with this arrow here, like he pointed. Then Rasulullah said, Sadaqa Allahu fasadaqa. Then he was truthful with Allah, and Allah was truthful to him. And then he put his coffin and he prayed on him. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So this is where we are missing. We are missing these stories, these great stories of these great men. Last but not least, we're going to mention the story of the first wife of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, Khadija radiallahu anha, and her coffin. When a person dies in Islam, he is wrapped in a piece of cloth. So Khadija is the only human being on planet Earth that her coffin was one clothing from Jannah sent from Allah personally to her, and the second coffin was the clothing or the dress of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. When she was sick, then she told Rasulullah ﷺ, please, O Prophet of Allah, please fulfill my will. Number one, if I was not performing your rights, so please forgive me. Then Rasulullah ﷺ said, حاشا وكلا ما رأيت منك تقصيرا فقد بلغت بجهدك وتعبت في داري غاية التعب ولقد بذلت أموالك وصرفت في سبيل الله مالك. No, you did your best. You were perfect in fulfilling your duties in the house. You even spent all your wealth in the path of Allah for spreading this mercy of Allah. Then she said, please take care of this. And Fatima was her little daughter at that time. So she is an orphan after me. So please, don't let anybody hurt her or shout at her or even do something that, she may not like. Then number three, she said, I am afraid of the grave. So I want you to give me your dress. So the one that you were dressed in when the first revelation came on you. When this divine contact, the first time. I want that dress to be encompassing my body in the grave. Then Rasulullah ﷺ stood up and he gave her this dress. So she was so happy. When she died and he was about to really, make her coffin and washing her and preparing her for burial, something stunning happened. Jibreel came from Jannah, from Allah. Said, Allah is sending salam to you, and he was saying, O Muhammad, the clothing of Khadija is from my side. She spent her money in my cause. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam put this wrapping, that the present of Allah for the body of Khadija, and the second wrapping was from the dress of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So one coffin from Allah and one coffin from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam dress. So what are these people that gets this kind of a special admiration from the Almighty Allah? We have that opportunity, all of us, all humans, have that road of excellence from now, this moment, till we depart from this life. We want to make Allah pleased with us, amazed with us, and have a covenant that, Ya Allah, I'm gonna live not by Islam, but for Islam. I'm gonna live with all my resources, with all my intellect, with all my intelligence, with whatever I can do, 100% dedicated for the service of your cause, which is introducing you to your creation and making your creation love you. Just what Rasulullah ordered us to do, that's going to be the purpose of my life. So please, at the time of my death, look at me with a look of pleasure. That's all. That is the utmost reward that any intelligent man would look for. Yusuf alayhi salam, when Allah gave him the rulership of earth, okay, and he is now ruling and all the dunya is under his feet, what did he ask for? Something that is amazing. قال توفني مسلما والحقني بالصالحين. Ya Allah, please take me from this life as a Muslim and write my name in these good people that you gave them an A+. I want my name to be among those A+ category. I don't care about this life. It's nothing. So we should have this intention. We should look to these models. There is books called Siyar A'lam al-Nubala, okay, للإمام الذهبي. You know, the narrations of the stories and the beauty of the, you know, the history of the followers of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how Islam was spread. These great personalities should be our model as a Muslim, and should be the model for humanity, how to live honestly, simply, cleanly, planting your next life and living for it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our prayers and our worship and give us this intention and give us the good ending of the people that He is pleased with. Because just a couple of days ago, one of the greatest men from Kuwait, his name was Sheikh Rashid al-Haqqan, who was engaged in this work of da'wah for all over the world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took his soul before Fajr of that night of the 27th. He died at 88 years old. 57 or 58 years calling people to Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him that certificate of that happy ending while the angel is descending. His soul is going up in Laylatul Qadr. This is what we should plan for. This is what we should look for. This is what we should pray for. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.